We are not going to get our packages back or anything like that, but people like that need to be taken off the streets.
Well, a South Bibb County woman now deals with about a $400 loss after someone stole items off her porch last week.
And she's not alone. Within the last week, images and videos like these started popping up in several neighborhood Facebook groups. So we brought it to the Bibb County Sheriff's Office attention. Their crime prevention network says this woman, you see her right there, who's also in Edgeworth surveillance photos, is wanted for several package thefts throughout South Bibb County and Lizella. They say she rode in a Honda Civic with a missing front bumper.
This time of year, many people get packages delivered as the Christmas holiday gets closer. So how can you avoid someone stealing them? Lieutenant Tim James with the Crime Prevention Network says install security cameras, sign up for tracking alerts, require signatures, coordinate with your neighbors, and request a mail hold when you're out of town.
Notice if their cars are there or not there. These people do their homework. They do watch you. And so you can't. Typically, we try to tell you not to be in a pattern. Don't fall in some type of typical pattern.
Lieutenant James also says package thieves do the majority of their stealing between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
He also says to have your packages mailed to your workplace if your employer would allow that.
If you see someone stealing packages from your neighborhood, or if you know the suspect wanted in the South Bibb County thefts, you can call the Sheriff's Office investigator. His name is Sean Bridger. He's at 478-951-5851. That number one more time. It's 478-951-5851. Bibb County leaders will now wait to consider tighter restrictions on stores within coin-operated gambling machines. Yesterday, commissioners motioned to table the item. If they approve the ordinance, the machines cannot be within 100 yards of certain buildings. That includes any church, public library, recreation center, alcohol treatment center, or housing authority property. The county also wouldn't allow the machines within 200 yards of any school or college campus. There's also distance restrictions near liquor and small convenience stores. You can read about those along with potential other fines on 13WMAZ.com. Mayor Lester Miller says commission will reintroduce the ordinance next Tuesday.
Well, today we'll find out how leaders plan to cut down on violent crime in Bibb County. Mayor Lester Miller will announce the Macon Violence Prevention, or MVP, strategic plan this morning. It's at 9:30. You can watch it live on 13WMAZ.com. A little background on MVP. County leaders first announced it back in June as a way to improve public safety. Over the summer, they held 14 public forums, and people submitted over 700 surveys, letting the county know problems that their neighborhoods faced and solutions to address them. The MVP leadership team used that information to come up with this strategic plan. Well, Bibb County leaders are tired of people illegally throwing out old tires, and that's why people caught doing that will soon face heavier citations. But before a possible fine, the county will give you a chance to get rid of your tires for free. County Communications says they'll hold a scrap tire amnesty day on Saturday from 7 to 4. You can bring as many tires as you want to the city landfill at 900 11th Street, but they must be off the rim. Now, you also have to live in Bibb County to do this. After the amnesty day, the county will start citing people caught dumping tires illegally. Back in June, Commission increased the penalty for that to $25 a tire. It could also come with up to a $1,000 fine and 6 months in jail per violation.
Now let's get you to some headlines from across the state. The University of Georgia plans to repair and deep clean several dorms after many students reportedly said that poor ventilation, mold, and other problems were making them sick. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports that this week the repairs will start during the winter break. They will include replacing air filters, removing some older air conditioning units, changing toilet valves in one hall, and cleaning up fan coil units in 2 halls. UGA says it's gotten over 240 reports of potential mold since the start of the fall semester, but in most cases, the university did not find any mold. We're now learning more about the impact that COVID-19 had on our classrooms. The State Department of Audits released a report showing a large number of students finished behind in all subjects, partly because of virtual learning and partly because students didn't have as much classroom time. Based on the report, schools across Georgia shortened classroom hours, created more holidays, lost more days because of quarantines, and many systems cut the school week down to 4 days. Teachers submitted their take on how well students did during the pandemic to state auditors as well. They report 38% of their students were behind in math, 32% were behind in English and language arts, and 20% were behind in both science and social studies.
Well, a pandemic safety measure could soon come off for Atlanta public school students. This week, the school district announced new criteria for its mask mandate. Under the guidance, masks would be optional in schools starting in February if community transmission is moderate or low for at least 2 weeks. Students would still have to wear a mask on school buses because of federal requirements. All right, the time is now 6:36. I feel for all those poor kids who have to go out to the bus stop this morning. It is cold, it is rainy.
Yep, it's that morning where if you take the bus, you go knock on your parents' door.
Yeah, hey Mom.
Can you please take me to school?
Or just sit out there in the car with me until I have to go.
Exactly.
Yes, I'll tell you, the other day when it was raining in the afternoon, the bus drops off right on the corner near my house, and all the parents were lined up. And I'm sure some of the parents' friends who, you know, had the job of picking up the kids that day, because it's miserable to stand out there when it's raining like this.
Yeah.
No, it's not, that's for sure. But if you got to do it, you got to do it. You got to head to school and learn today, everybody. And we're halfway through the week. We're almost there. And thankfully, we do look a little bit drier the next couple of days. So just hang in there today. Now, of course, also, please drive very carefully. As you can see, a very rainy morning out there. And this isn't the only batch of rain we've had over the past several hours. Even through the overnight, we had quite a bit of rain. So no matter where you're waking up, the roads are more than likely a little bit slick, even if rain currently isn't falling over the area. Right now, you can see some heavy rain pushing into Sandersville through the Oconee area, Harrison, over in Hancock County, Irwinton, and Wilkinson County. Probably hearing a few rumbles of thunder this morning as well. No, you are not dreaming. We have thunderstorms this morning. It's been a little while since we've experienced those, although I believe we had a couple to start the week as well. Either way, this is definitely a sight for sore eyes after a very dry November. We have heavy rain moving into Upson County, also parts of Monroe County. So if your commute takes you along 75 in Bibb and also Monroe, even Houston, got a good bit of rain over there in the past half hour. It's wet on the roads. Pack the umbrella. All of you students heading out to the bus stop, of course, maybe the rain coat, a good idea as well. And the rain boots might have a couple of puddles on the ground. Want to keep your feet dry too. Now, all this rain, of course, along a front that stalled over the area, this low helping to pull in a lot of Gulf moisture, and that's helping us have the heavier downpours for the start of the day. Dry here in Lawrence County, but you just wait. In the next hour or so, I guarantee there's probably going to be some sort of rain rolling through the area and maybe even some heavier downpours. 63 in Dublin. Notice the wind direction here. Out of the southwest, you're still pulling in warm and moist air below that stalled front over us. But if you're north of Macon, that cooler air is still filtering in. That's over that front. When you have those stalled fronts over the southeast, that warm and moist air gets trapped on the south side, and that's what we're expecting or experiencing this morning. 63 in Unadilla, 62 in Cochrane, 54 in Warner Robins. You're in the 40s in places like Forsyth at 47 and 46 in Milledgeville. So it's quite the chilly rain in our northern counties to start the day. Now, as we head through the morning, that front is going to continue to sink off to the east-southeast very slowly. So expect rain to encompass all of that morning commute today. By 8 o'clock, notice a more widespread rain, some heavy downpours, still that potential for an isolated rumble of thunder. By 2 o'clock, so of course that's the time a lot of the students will be starting to get ready to head home from school. A lot of the rain will be in our southern counties. The roads will still probably be a little bit wet, and we'll start to build in a breeze. It will be a little bit breezy this afternoon. Now, by 5 o'clock, skies are clearing. We'll see a good bit of sunshine. Temperatures will be near 60 for the afternoon, and Thursday looks a lot drier. So this is what I'm talking about for tomorrow. You just kind of got to get through today. Tomorrow looks drier. Friday looks all right too. A small rain chance Friday. The big story Friday is our warm up. We'll be in the low 60s the next couple of days. Warm front lifts on Friday. Rain will be possible as we head into the afternoon hours, and we'll start to warm up. Temperatures will be in the low 70s, but that's not the only thing that's going to happen. With us warming up, wind will be surging out of the south. That's going to pull in that warm and moist air. That's going to offer fuel for thunderstorms on Saturday afternoon as our front moves into the area. So could we have some isolated severe storms Saturday afternoon and evening? I think it's possible as we head into the afternoon. We're going to continue to keep an eye on any kind of severe threat Saturday. We just can't completely rule it out. It's just too far out to fine tune any of those threats. We'll be cold and dry though behind that front. It'll be a welcome change after a warm couple of days to round out the week. Your 7-day forecast looks like this: low 60s today and tomorrow, drier Thursday. We're waking up in the 30s too, so have that coat tomorrow morning. And then that front moves in Saturday afternoon. It'll clear by the evening. Again, we'll watch for maybe an isolated severe threat. We're dry and cold Sunday through Tuesday.